Welcome YouTube to Complete Lifestyles, where we focus on becoming complete as a person, moving forward in life, being successful. Guys, it's the end of the 2019 year. We want to go into 2020 on a positive note, grinding, only positive things coming our way. So, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. This one is for the fellas. I took a poll. I asked probably 30 to 50 different women what 5 things guys do that women don't like. So we're going to get into it. I want you to make sure underneath the comment section if there's something I leave out, ladies, that you want me to throw in there, that the people that are reading can see it. So let's get into it. First thing, lie. So that's kind of self-explanatory. We want everybody to be truthful and honest, so let's work on that moving into the 2020 year. My next topic is being disrespectful. So calling somebody out their name, not speaking. You always want to make sure that you're setting a good example, not calling people out their name, not belittling somebody, guys. So you always want to give people the utmost respect, and that's pretty much self-explanatory too. The third one, no goals. So not having ambition, not trying to better yourself. Ladies find that a huge turn off. I'm sure guys do that too. And ladies, don't forget, I am going to do a video for the 5 things that guys don't like about you too. So make sure you tune into that one also. But like I said, getting back to what I was saying, no goals, not having ambition. Guys, ladies always want to see you moving forward, doing better than you're doing when they meet you. Getting a better job, saving your money, putting it to the side, not blowing your money, making sure you're saving up for that place or that house or that business. So you always want to be moving forward, setting some goals. At the beginning of my video, that's what I first talked about. Moving into the 2020 year, having more goals for yourself, being positive. So let's get into number 4. Controlling. That's a big turnoff. Whether you're dating or you're already in a relationship, whether you're married, trying to run somebody's life or tell somebody how to do something is a major turnoff. You always want to be able to accept criticism. You always want to make sure you give your input. Let's say if something is bothering you or you want somebody to change something about them, but you don't want to make somebody do something. You don't want to force them to do something that you want them to do or something you think they should be doing. And number 5, I had to split it up between all the votes that I got. Cleanliness. So you're not washing correctly, making sure you have fresh teeth, fresh breath, fresh cut, clean face, your clothes fit, you're up to par on your game. That is a big turnoff, and women do not like that, especially if you're going to be around them or that you're going out with them or you're going to be in their face. So you guys got to make sure that you keep your cleanliness A1, and you want to do that anyway, because whether it's with other people, not even your woman, that you always want to put your best foot forward, guys. So let's make sure we take care of that going into the 2020 year. Matter of fact, you want to make sure you take care of that going into tomorrow, if you want to be honest. You don't want to be backwards and walking out the house without that. So you always want to check that. Cheat. I know a lot of ladies is probably looking like, man, he ain't got cheat up there. Yes, that is a big turn off. Nobody wants to be cheated on. If you're going to be in a committed relationship, marriage, etc., make sure that you are staying to that person. Now, you do have to find ways to spice it up sometimes, take them out. But I also have a video on being complete in your marriage or relationship. So I think with cheating, guys, you can always refer back to that video, and it'll show you some different tips, strategies to move forward in your relationship, to spice it up a little bit, do some things differently. Because after you date somebody for a while, you tend to not necessarily appreciate them as much, and you might need a reminder, or at least remind them of how you feel. You got to do what it takes to get that person to keep that person. So you got to keep that energy. So make sure you're always staying with that person. Now, for some people, I will say, just because y'all are talking doesn't mean that y'all in a relationship. So you got to make sure that's clear also. You don't want to be feeling like y'all in a relationship and he feeling like y'all just dating. So you want to always make that known so both sides can be on the same page. And finally, that last one of the three, like I said, you got cleanliness, you got cheating, and always want to chill at the house. Never want to go out or be on a date. So those were my top 5. Guys, you always want to take them out, make them feel special, and you don't never want to just sit up in the house. Now, it's nothing wrong with having a date night at the house. Don't get me wrong, so that you don't have to always go out. But it is nice to go out, make them feel special, give them a reason to dress up, and go out once and every now and then. So that's also a part of my being complete in your marriage or relationship. So those are the 5 things that were the most answers that I got about when I did surveys on YouTube, Facebook, women I knew. So those were the 5 answers that I got the most. Was lie, disrespectful, no goals, controlling, and then that last 4 those last 3 were bunched together: cleanliness, cheating, and always wanting to chill in the house. So before I go, I am going to share some of the other things as honorable mentions that I got. So I got a list here. So guys, keep this in mind, because these are some of the things that ladies brought up to me that they want you to kind of check or be aware of. You got short attention span. So making sure that when they're saying something, you zoned out or you're not really paying no attention. That'll always get you in the doghouse. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention, especially because that person should mean something to you if you're in a relationship with them. So the next one, being inconsistent. So switching it up. You're doing one thing really well, but then you start falling off a little bit, and that happens to a lot of people. You just got to check it and make sure that you where you are, where you need to be. So you're being consistent, you're staying what you're doing. Like I said in one of my other videos, guys, if you start the relationship here, you don't want to go down. You want to go up. Keep building on it so it turns into something special, valuable. And you want to check them, make sure they're doing the same thing. Not listening. That comes with short attention span. So you guys want to pay attention, whether she's praising you, whether she's giving you criticism, whether she's telling you something that she doesn't like, or whether she's telling you something that she does like. You want to always be listening so you can implement what she's saying and make sure you're on the good foot. Communication and comprehension. So you got to communicate and comprehend what that person is saying, and that's how you move forward. So sore loser. Yeah, you got a few women out here that like to play games, sports, video games, whatever. Guys, if you lose, take that L like a man. I mean, hey, you got the L. Either practice harder or play something that you know you can win. Those are 2 options I can give you on that. I really can't say nothing like that. I'm not gonna play nothing I can't win in anyway. But that's just smart advice. No action. So, fellas, when ladies tell you something or you tell them something and you just keep telling them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, but you don't never do it, that is one of the things that I received as something that ladies don't like that guys do. So if you say you're going to do something, step to it. All you can stand on is your word. So you got to be a man of your word if you say you're going to do something. Bad in bed. That speaks for itself. You want to watch some videos, research it, ask that female what she likes so you can do those things. And if you really care about her, be ready to learn when she's ready to teach you. And ladies, if you tell a guy something and he asks you how he can do it better, make sure you got an answer on how to help him in that category. So, violent physical. This one is a no-go, fellas. So if you're with a person and it gets to the point where you feel like you need to get violent or physical, you don't need to be with that person anymore. There should be nothing that someone does to you that should make you violent or physical. For one, it's going to get you thrown in jail. Or she might call some friend, brother, police officer, whatever, and it's not going to go well for either side. If it gets to the point where you feel like you need to be violent or physical, step away from the situation, give yourself some time, and After you cool down, if you're still feeling that way, you probably need to separate from that person anyway. So, asking for pics. I think I posted this in my video of how to text as what not to do. You, for some reason, I don't know, it's like from some study I saw, 70% of women lose interest when you ask for a picture. So that's just something that they don't like you doing. Smoking cigarettes. I myself do not like that smell, so I can definitely agree with this one. If you do smoke, make sure you chew some gum, you keep some cologne on you, keep the eye drops. You want to keep all of that. I mean, as part of being complete, I don't want you guys smoking or drinking. I want you to make sure you're treating your body right so it can last, it can take care of you in the long run. But if that is one of the things that you do, at least keep you a kit around where you can, hey, spray some Banaka, put the cologne on, rub the cologne, put some eye drops in. So make sure that you're always fresh after you smoke. That's another one. Being unreliable. That I can speak to that on both sides. The same thing you want from your woman, the same thing she wants from you. Don't tell her you're going to do something and you ain't going to do it. That being unreliable, that'll get you in the doghouse and eventually get you replaced. So you want to make sure you stand on top of that, and you want to always make sure that the first person your woman comes to for anything is you. You don't want her to be out here asking another man for something. So that, because that is never a good thing. Now, being inconsiderate, that's kind of self-explanatory, guys. You want to always think about that person first. You don't want them to mistreat you or mistreat somebody in your family, so you always want to be considerate of what they have going on. Women, my next one is a woman said to me, guys always talk about her butt. With that one, just because she has a nice body doesn't mean she wants it to be referenced. It's kind of a understood thing. Women that have nice bodies or they have beautiful faces, they already know that. And 9 times out of 10, that's what they hear about all the time anyway. So when you're with a woman and she has a nice feature, she doesn't want you to always make note of it. Acknowledge it. We understand what we have when we got you. That's why we got you. Something about you attracted us, but we don't want to always acknowledge it. We know what we got. Just take it as that. Talk about the past. I got this one, and I agree. When you're with somebody, if there's something that needs to be said, you get it out when you guys are first dating, especially if it's something that person needs to be aware of that could change the relationship. You want to always put it out there early. After that, you don't want to talk about the past. It's the past. We're together. We're trying to move forward if that's what we're doing. So you want to keep the past in the past. Next. Weak pickup lines. Sexual pickup lines. They don't like it, guys. If you got a line, most of the time you shouldn't use a line anyway. You should be genuine and your game should do what you needed to do. But yeah, corny is never a good thing when it comes to pickup lines. You don't want to do pickup lines. Now, there are some women that like funny and like corny, but don't do it. Just, if you get ready to say something corny or something that you think is funny, just don't do it. Let's just don't do it. I don't even know what to say other than just don't do it. So next, and this was a big one for me. Fellas that don't take care of their kids. Now, I will tell you that one is tough because I grew up, my father was in and out. And so it made me the father I am today. It made me want to make sure I'm there for my daughter every moment of her life. So guys, this is a big turnoff to me, to women. It should be a turnoff to everybody. You should always take care of your kids. They didn't ask to be here. You did what you did. Take responsibility of it. Make sure you are there for your kids. Next, leave the toilet seat up. That's self-explanatory. Put the toilet seat down. Boom. That's it. Make time for them. Well, the real reason about this one is making time for your friends over them. Let me rephrase that. A lot of females, it's okay to have space. You need your space. Sometimes she needs to go out with the ladies. Sometimes you need to go out with the fellas. But you also guys need to do stuff together. So you got to put that into the equation. Make time for each other. But you don't want to make more time for your buddies than you make for your girl, because then she'll find time to make time for somebody else. So you guys want to always make sure that you're making time for your significant other. Fuss about the small stuff. I myself had an issue with this. You have to let it go. You have to learn what battles to fight and what battles to let go. Some things aren't that big a deal. So it's something that we have to work on, guys, with being in a relationship, guys. Now, if it is something that really, really bothers you, it don't matter if it's small to them. If it's big to you, you got to put it out there. But the small stuff, let it go. Charge it to the game. It's petty. That's what they're going to say anyways. They're going to be like, you petty. So you want to let go of the small things. Pick and choose your battles. Don't clean up after themselves. Guys, that's a big one. You want to always clean up after yourself as a man. You want to be complete. You want to be on your game. You want to pay your bills on time. You want to take care of your kids. You want to take care of your girl. You want to make sure that you're taking care of your employees. You are the leader. You are the complete one, or we're working on being complete together. So you always want to make sure you're taking care of things, clean up after yourself. Always texting. Ladies want to be called. They don't want to always text. Now, you do have some women that will tell you up front, I like to text. I prefer to call. They'll tell you. That's why when I went in my video about learning how to text or texting while you're first dating somebody, the first thing I said is after you get the number, you have to ask them what type of communication they prefer. Because you have a lot of women that will do text while they're at work, but they want to call you when they get off. Or you have a lot of women that say, I like texting, that's cool. So you got to be on the same page. So you have to know what your woman likes. Now, brag about money. If you got it, you don't need to brag. If you don't got it, you don't need to brag. So whatever you do or don't have, guys, women don't want to see you trying to be flashy. Let yourself speak for yourself. If you got on nice clothes, people can tell you have something going for yourself by the way you're dressed. It shouldn't matter. You shouldn't have to put it out there. The people that have the money, most of the time, if you notice, they don't brag about it because they have it. They don't say, hey, look at me. Look what I got on. Look what I'm doing. No, you got it. It's understandable. And last one, body shaming. So, if your woman is not up to your liking, you want to motivate her, help her out to get to where you guys want each other to be. Not just you, not just her. You want to always make sure you guys are working together. That means if she was Coke bottle shape when you met her and she's falling off because maybe she had a kid, or maybe she's going through a phase, whatever, don't make her feel bad. You want to work with her. Say, hey babe, let's go work out a little bit, let's go run, let's go walk, let's go have some fun, go do something together. You want to always help them along, because the shoe might be on the other foot and you might go into your face. So you want to always be working with that person. So those were all the answers that I got. Like I said, the top 5 are lying, being disrespectful, no goals, controlling, and then I got the same amount of votes for cleanliness, cheating, and always wanting to chill at the house. So those were my top 5. I went through my honorable mentions, which were the ones that I got that I didn't get as many votes for. So guys, going into 2020, you know what women like. And I got that from a variety of different age groups. So it wasn't just in the 20s. I got 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I got it. So we want to know what women like and always be trying to make sure we stand on top of that. We want to be complete. We want to give women a reason not to have any complaints, to be happy. Because happy wife, even if she's not your wife, is happy life. So thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Complete Lifestyles on YouTube. Check out my Patreon page. Also, check out my website, CompleteLifestyle.org. And hit the like button, share with your friends. ladies, like I said, I got a video coming up for you too on the 5 things that guys like. So just make sure you're ready for that. I want that same energy. So thank you guys and have a wonderful day.